Playing Preflop, open raising. In this video you will learn how to enter an unopened pot preflop, what factors influence possible preflop actions, and what the theoretical foundations for constructing preflop ranges in unopened pots are. In general, when you are first to enter the pot, limping, which means calling the big blind, is not advised. It is almost always better to raise, in order to gain initiative and a chance to win the pot outright if everyone folds. An exception to this rule might be playing with high implied odds hands like small pocket pairs and suited connectors in a loose passive environment typically only met at micro limits. Therefore, every time you enter an unopened pot, you should be raising. Have a closer look now at how, when and why you should differentiate your open raise sizing. The single most important factor when considering possible preflop actions is the effective stack size. For example, assume you have 100 big blinds, but everyone else still in the hand has 20 big blinds or less. It makes little difference if you have 20 or 100 big blinds in this case, so it is unreasonable to treat your stack, in terms of possible actions, as a 100 BB1. Take a look at how to define your effective stack size. If all players left in the hand have you covered, your effective stack is simply equal to your stack. If some of them have smaller stacks, you need to use the smaller of the two, your own stack size and the average of the stacks yet to act. When the stacks of 3 or more players yet to act differ a lot, it is advisable to disregard the smallest and largest stack when taking the average, so they don't skew the result too much. Your raise size should depend on 3 factors: your effective stack, your position at the table, and your opening range in a given spot, which is a function of position and reads on players behind you. Based on these factors, you need to decide between open raising small and open pushing, which means going all in whenever you decide to enter the pot. Have a closer look at how and why you adjust your open raise sizings and when you alter your strategy. In general, the wider your range in a given spot is, the lower your raise size should be. That's because your opponents mostly don't adjust to open raise sizing properly. It can be said that against small bets, they fold more than they should, and against large bets, less than they should. That's why with a tight and strong range, you want to get value and protect, whilst with a wide range, you want to make your steals cheap. Remember that it's your range what matters here, not a given hand. So as default, you shouldn't differentiate your open raise sizing based on your current holding. In early stages of SNGs, assuming no ante and stacks over 50 big blinds, when your open range is relatively strong, it is recommended to use 3 BB raises from early and middle positions. From the cutoff and the small blind, you should raise to 2.5 big blinds. From the button, it is advisable to min-raise. As your effective stack goes below 50 BB, you should start to lower your sizing from early, middle and cutoff. It is best to lower them gradually as stacks drop from 50 to 25 big blinds. Under 25 big blinds effective, your default open raise sizing should be a min-raise from every position other than the small blind. Presence of antes has not much to do with the appropriate raise sizing. However, pre-ante you have a lot less of an incentive to steal, so your ranges are tighter, and to get value and protect that range, your sizing should be larger than with antes in play. In most cases, introduction of antes coincides with effective stacks dropping.